few other things that no wife would ever want her husband to do.
Well, I tell you what, I believe you have told me your story, and what were those other things that he used to do?
Well, it doesn't matter what a man does to torture
What
a
do you
woman,
mean?
to torture
You're
a
just
wife,
telling me.
to torture his kids. He's a criminal. He is someone who is abusive. And there's a lot of men who are abusive to women and children in their power. You're born to this guy, and my mother didn't, she was just in, and you know, and he didn't
I
want
hope
her.
I'm not
He didn't
inflicting
want
too
her to
much
leave.
punishment on your people.
Oh yeah, right here.
Wait a
See?
minute.
Yeah, look at it. Look at the arrogance. The arrogance. Can't stand his arrogance of in your face, your drink. And this is what I get so tired of. You know, this is what anybody who's connected with an alcoholic just gets so tired of it. You know, they just. Oh, when is it ever going to end? It's like a life sentence. This
Well,
misery
alcohol was here
of
before you and I came in, all right?
him. I know that he's going to be pretty good in the morning. Afternoon, forget it, because he's going to be pretty sloppy drunk, and he's going to be saying stuff that you cannot respond back. You cannot say back what this makes you feel, because he can't handle it by now. All he'll do, if you tell him he's drunk, is so what? You know how drunks talk. And there's nothing to say. In other words, he asked me down here to watch a movie yesterday.
How do drunks talk?
Yeah, that's right. And so everything he said, being pretty well drunk, I just had to ignore. I didn't have a companion who was giving as good as I was giving him. I was alert. I was watching this movie.
What movie?
In my good senses.
What movie?
The movie you asked me down here to see.
What?
The folk singer Takeoff. Was it?
That was yesterday.
The Mighty Wind.
That was yesterday.
Yes, and I came down here and I watched The Mighty Wind in my right mind with my senses about me.
Wait a minute.
And he's like sloppy drunk, you know. I've seen it. You know, just over the edge, you know, just when a drunk gets obnoxious.
Was that feeling
yes,
up or anything like
yeah,
that?
and you just
That
kind of feel
feeling
people up, you know. He's too drunk.
feeling
He's
you up?
drunk.
Like that,
And
give you a
he
feel
just-
up.
You know, it's a violation of your feelings. It's not, you know, it's just the abusiveness of, you know, being an addict, being someone who's he's drinking too much, so then he abuses you.
Am I sitting too close now? Huh? Am I sitting too close? I don't want to amuse you, you know, because I'm drunk, you know, and I'm just.
So look at him. This is what is going to happen to him. He's just gradually going to get something inside of him is just gradually going to get too logged with alcohol, and it's just going to kind of quit working as well. You know, you all know, everybody knows the story of what happens to alcoholics as they get older. They continue to drink.
I think they die.
Oh, does he? Look at him. He's smiling. He's happy. Does he have any sense? Any kind of understanding of what death is all about? Let me tell you what. If this man, he had a crisis, if blood started coming out of his mouth like it came out of my dad's mouth in gushes at 40.
Wait a minute.
At 40, he had a perforated ulcer came up. He nearly bled to death within 30 minutes. If he hadn't been right next door to a hospital, he would have died. This guy has never experienced that. If blood was coming out of his mouth, he would be saying, "Oh my God, oh my God." Do you think that he would just sit there and maybe he would? Maybe he'd say, "Okay, here I am. I wanted to die for so long. Here it is. Blood coming out of his mouth. it's possible he would lay down, let the blood flow until it had all flowed out of his body. He gradually felt like my dad would have felt. He would have felt cold.
Don't make me put
Pretty
my hat
soon
on.
he would be dead. But look how happy he is up till then. He's contemplating his death. He's trying to bring it on by
No, wait a minute.
cooperating with
Wait.
the demands
Wait a
alcohol
second. Wait
makes
a
on
wait,
someone who
wait a
is
just
used to having it every day.
back this truck up a second, okay? I'm not contemplating my death. I'm contemplating a death, but it's not mine.
No. Oh, yeah, well, of course you are. You're thinking about me to take your mind off of your alcoholic death, which you will have blood dribbling down here,
Oh, no.
or whatever, or it may come from the other end, like a lot of alcoholics die. It'll come out the other end.
What? You're telling me what?
I know a number of alcoholics who died who didn't throw up the blood. They went to the bathroom and all the blood came out the other
Are you talking about
end.
your boyfriends? What are you talking about then?
People I have known who died an alcoholic death.
Well, how do you know
And
they're...
I've known
Their
a number
blood's
of
coming
them.
out of their butt.
A cousin, well, this bartender I know, she died at 42. Alcohol was coming out when she went to the bathroom.
What? Were you
Instead
in
of
the
calling 911,
Were
she
you
went
in
and
the bath-
laid down
What, were you in the
and went to
bathroom?
sleep. She called her ex, who didn't like, you know, she divorced. They were divorced, to come over and take her to the hospital. And so then she laid down and went to sleep, waiting for him to come and take her. Well, he
So you're
fooled
telling-
around for 2 or 3
Wait a minute,
hours,
so
didn't come.
So you're telling me she's bleeding from her asshole?
Well, yeah, blood was coming in out in her urine. And so she calls him and says,
No, that's
I'm
not the
bleeding
same thing.
no, it wasn't flowing out of her asshole.
Well, you just told me.
So she told him, there's blood in my urine, so I guess I better go to emergency. I'll be there. He's a drink alcoholic too. I'll be there in a little while.
For God's sake,
So-
she works in a bar.
Yeah, so she didn't.
Oh, by the way,
depend
why would
on
you
him.
hang around a bar if you didn't drink?
I was studying the alcoholics.
Oh.
Somebody needs to study all these millions and millions of men and women who drink. Drive everybody crazy this way.
No, drives me crazy too.
I said, why? Let me try to find out why they do it. What you can do, if anything, to stop it. And my theory was with him, well, if he has something to do, if he has people to recognize his talent, if he has someone who will do projects with him, maybe that will inspire him to live a little longer. Did it? No. It's intractable. He's intractable. He has not stopped drinking. He's probably drinking a little
You
bit.
used this word 3 times now, and most people
Intractable
don't know what
means
that. Okay, that's 4.
can't be reached, can't be, nothing penetrates. You know, this is what a lot of people say about alcoholics. They have to want to sober up. He doesn't want to sober up. He does not want to. So, as far as I can see, doing projects with him doesn't really help him that much. He just keeps right on his downward spiral course, trying to get to the point where blood will come out, or
I'm
you know,
glad
I
you're
know
looking
what-
forward to
he's-
that because I've never heard.
well, you're the one
You
that's
are the
orchestrating it.
weirdest
You're the
female
one-
I've ever had in my life.
You're
I
the
mean,
one who claims to be so intelligent, but yet you do not study how alcohol will eventually affect
Yes.
an alcoholic.
Now watch your hands, okay? Now watch.